We're moving into a forward fold sequence. So the first 20 seconds, we're just going to round our spine, soften our knees, and fold our body forward, relaxing your chin to your chest, and again hold for 20 seconds. So you'll feel stretch in the back of the legs and throughout the spine. Feel free to have as much of a bend in the knees as you need to if you have any extra tension on the back of your legs. All right, slowly bring it back up, rounding and rolling your back the whole way. Once you're up, you're going to take one leg, cross it in front of the other, and fold back down for another 20 seconds. Just go down as far as you can, even if you can't touch the ground. Relax the head and round the spine. So we're really putting a big focus on stretching out the back of the back leg. All right, time's up. Slowly bring it back up. And then we're going to switch, other side, last 20 seconds. Rounding down and hold. All right, slowly bring it back up. Head up at the top and relax. We're moving into a dynamic lean. So placing your feet a comfortable distance, grabbing your pole or stick a little bit wider than shoulder width. You're going to bring those arms right up overhead, keeping them straight, tucking the tailbone under and the belly button in. You're going to use your bottom arm to pull the top one over, letting your side arch, so squeezing the opposite oblique, feeling a big stretch in the side there in the rib cage, come back to center and then switch. We're going to alternate for 60 seconds. So again, using the bottom arm to pull that top one, feeling a big stretch in the side, hold, and then switch. Keeping that chest tall though, a little bit of tension between the shoulder blades and that tailbone tucked under. Try your best to keep your shoulders relaxed down away from the ears. All right, time's up. Go to relax. We're moving into child's pose circles. So you're going to come onto your mat, bringing your toes or your feet together and your knees nice and wide, walking the hands forward and then sitting back, hips back onto the feet. Then you're going to press forward, bringing your hips off to one side, then driving them down to the other side and then back. We're going to repeat this movement for 30 seconds. So you're going to feel the inner thighs, and then the groin and the hip flexors, back to the inner thigh, and then back to center. So your torso is moving, but our focus is on the hips as we press them to the side, forward, side, and back. All right, now we're going to go the other way. So side, forward, side, and back for 30 seconds. Take your time, there's no rush. If one spot feels tighter, you can hold before you keep moving. All right, time's up. Go to relax, back on your mat. We're moving into windmills. So you're gonna lie onto your side, having your knees at a slight bend, about a 45 degrees. So right onto your side, one arm is out. You're gonna stack your arms and relax your head down. From here, you're gonna take that top arm, fingers as close to the ground as you can, circling above your head, all the way over, so that it's straight out from the opposite shoulder. Feeling a big stretch in the shoulders and the chest. From there, you're gonna bring that arm straight back over and place it back on top of the other arm. We're gonna repeat this for 30 seconds. All right, time's up on that side. So you're gonna flip over, knees stacked, arms on top of one another, head is relaxed. 30 seconds. All right, time's up. Go ahead and sit up and relax back on your mat. We're moving into a low lunge to a hamstring stretch. So you're gonna come into that low lunge position. So one leg is forward, foot is flat, back knee is down, toes are tucked under. From here, keeping the chest and the torso tall, you're gonna press your weight forward and shift your tailbone under, feeling a big stretch in the front of that hip and down your quad. We're gonna hold like this for 30 seconds. If you need anything underneath your knee, if it's on the ground, feel free to grab a towel or have a mat. All right, releasing your weight back a little bit. You're gonna straighten the front leg, heel down, toes up. From here, slight hinge forward. You should feel a big stretch in the back of the leg. You can keep your hands on your hips, place them on the quad, or if you're really flexible, right onto the ground. And holding here for 30 seconds. Try to keep that chest tall and thinking the chest reaches towards the toes. All right, time's up. Go ahead and release, and we're gonna switch sides. So other foot forward, back knee down, toes tucked under, shifting the hips forward, tucking the tailbone, holding for 30 seconds. So again, first one is focused on the hip flexor and the quad of the back leg. To deepen the stretch, you simply just press forward more to lessen, ease back. So kind of just adjusting for what works for you. The longer you're in the stretch, you can always try to go a little bit further. All right, time's up on that one. So straighten that front leg, heel down, toes up, and hinge forward. Place your hands on your hips, your quad, or the ground, and holding for 30 seconds. Again, now focusing on the back of that front leg. Keep pressing your chest forward, a little bit of squeeze between the shoulder blades, just so your torso stays nice and tall and your back is straight. All right, time's up. So you go ahead and have a seat back on your mat. We're moving into a seated twist. So you're gonna sit with one leg stretched out, the other one is crossed over so the foot is flat. Keeping the upper body nice and tall, you're gonna push against that bent leg and rotate over top of it. So you should feel a stretch in that glute, but also into your low back as you rotate. Chest stays tall, we're gonna hold for 30 seconds. So whether you're hugging that knee in or pushing against it with a straight arm, making sure you are driving against it and really getting a stretch into that glute. All right, next 30 seconds, if you can, take the leg that's straight and you're actually gonna bend it under and then the exact same motion. If this is too much, go back to the original stretch for another 30 seconds. Again, chest is tall. All right, time's up. We're gonna switch to the other side. So leg is out, other one crosses over, foot is flat, pressing against that leg and rotating. Tall in the torso. So you can see whether holding or pressing with a straight arm, whatever feels best in order for you to get leverage to push on that leg and increase the stretch in the glute. All right, we're gonna take that bottom leg, bend it in, and resume the same stretch. Again, if this is too much, just hold the original one for a final 30 seconds. All right, time's up. Go to relax, back on your mat. We're moving into child's pose twist. So you're coming onto your mat, bringing those knees nice and wide, feet are together, walking the hands forward, and then sit straight back. You can relax your head down onto the mat. We're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. So just focus on letting your hips lower down towards your feet. All right, from here, walking both hands off to one side, about a 45, and then sitting back, relax the head down, holding for 30 seconds. So you should feel an increased stretch along the side of your body. All right, for the last 30 seconds, walk your hands off the other way, and then sitting back, relaxing the head down. All right, time. All right, time's up. Go ahead and come up and relax back on your mat. We're rolling out the upper back, so you will need a foam roller. You're going to place it just in behind you as you sit down on your mat. You're going to start by positioning the foam roller right at the top of your shoulders. Watch that it's not actually on your neck. From here, feet are flat. Push your hips up just a little bit so you have some pressure. Then you're going to roll your body, pushing through the feet to about your mid-back and then rolling back up to the top of the shoulders. We're just going to go up and down for 1 minute. So taking your time, if you feel any tight areas, you can always stop. You can even transfer and wiggle your weight back and forth. If you need a little extra support for your neck, you can place your hands in behind just to support. Just make sure you're not pulling up on your head at all. Again, if you feel more tension in one way, you can always lean off to the side a little bit, back to center, lean to the side. All right, time's up. Go ahead and release and relax. Next, we're going to roll out the bottoms of our feet. So you're going to need a firmer ball. You're going to place it right underneath the heel of the foot that we're starting with. The other foot is down, hands are behind for support. You're going to lift your hips off the ground and push down against that ball. So we're going to roll out the heel for 20 seconds, the arch of the foot for 20, and then the ball of the foot for 20 seconds. So a minute total per side. So hips up and starting with that heel. Just making kind of a small circular motion. Again, pushing down for more, and then you can always take pressure off if it's too much. You go both directions. All right, move to the arch of the foot. Again, pressing down. Going both ways, you can go a little up and down, side to side, whatever feels good. And moving to the ball of the foot, last 20 seconds on this side. All right, switch to the other foot. So again, we're going to start with the heel, first 20 seconds. Again, if pushing down on the ball and leaving your hips on the ground is enough, you can also do that as well. But pressing the hips up will allow you just to put a little bit more weight onto that rolling. All right, go to the arch of the foot. And last 20 seconds, ball of the foot. All right, time's up. Gotta relax back on your mat.